Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Atlanta, Georgia, where Freddie Falcon soars from the rafters inside the beautiful Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Tonight we wrap up our Monday night schedule with another great matchup here in Week 17, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Atlanta Falcons. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. These guys, losers of 2 straight, hoping to get back on track here. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys, champions of their division, know they'll be hosting at least one playoff game in the near future. Set now to wrap up a busy week of football. Happy to have you with us. And, folks, we are underway on Monday Night Prime Time. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And his throw's going to be incomplete. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now back to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes you're trying to find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw again. His throw incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. Well, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Robinson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Operating from the gun, Page. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Cardinals offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here. He is up there among the NFL leaders in TD passes. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35.
2nd and 2. This is taken in by McBride. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down. A gain of 22 yards. And the Cardinals first down.
On play action, they'll throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. 3rd and 4.
To number 89. It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to...
He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23.
That's good. Cardinals first down. A gain of 14.
They'll set up to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And nothing good. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll set up a throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From a yard out. And the Cardinals take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense They just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
The numbers in last week's bowl game for Robinson: 16 carries for an even 100 yards.
And they've already clinched the playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game, because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
At the 38-yard line.
Robinson up the middle. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 7-7, our score after one. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. Here's 2nd and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Open man is the rookie from Auburn. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. The Falcons had 10 and 5 to start play, and they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best.
Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. 2nd down and 8. Back to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark up the 5, and keep it moving.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2. Back
back to throw here.
Working the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And the Cardinals first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Olsen. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Right back to him on first down. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. 2nd and 3 from the 9. They'll send the tight end in motion left. 2nd and 3. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Extra point attempt here still to come.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
So this drive spans 7 plays.
And a 9-yard run on the end of it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense and running back Bijan Robinson set to take over once more. And we give you a look there at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns. You can see he's second best amongst NFL running backs at this point in the season. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to Robinson now on first down. And this will be a Falcons first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
Throw over the middle is going to be caught here by Pitts. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 28. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. They'll look to throw here on first down. Right back to Pitts again. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Operating from the gun. Page. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. To try here for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Well, now how about this return? And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Man, and he hits him in stride. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Page. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Burton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Falcons! From 17 yards out. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
Point after, right down the middle.
And the lead is now 21-14. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And the Cardinals going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, the RPO will keep it himself. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll send the tight end in motion. 2nd and 6. Gets this complete to Butte. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got McBride here over the middle. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Halftime here on Monday Night Primetime. It is, well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And they love to find different ways to get him the football. We know that. And you can see he comes into this week second in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. Second half begins with a run by Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough day for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And the Falcons first down.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Robinson. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Bennett. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Bennett. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Second down and 3. Back to throw. Page. This is caught. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, their next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Now third down and 7.
It's third and 7.
Looking to throw. Page. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Now when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. From the gun on third down. Page. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. And now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out, they're trying to increase the pressure.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now back to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
James Pierce.
He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay? So when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Oh, what a juke into space. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
To number 81. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on Monday Night Primetime.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter.
2nd and 5. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
From 19 yards away. And the Cardinals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Page. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw. Page. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
To number 8, Kyle Pitts. That's a gain of 7.
Back to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 39. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Up the middle they go. Bennett. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Page. He's got it complete to Gibbs. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be second in a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
On the give, this is a fullback. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. The Falcons on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Falcons, first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a good return, but he pays the price at the end of it as he's picked up and thrown down. The Cardinals offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Looking to throw. Page. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
So here's a 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Cardinals offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Olsen. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Up the middle they go. Olsen. And he's going to have a Cardinals 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Olsen. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make...
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Here we go. This was 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a handoff up the middle. Bennett. Past the 20. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 9. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. So a win here for the Falcons, and it was all thanks to the play of their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, if this was a hockey game, he'd be the #1 star of the night without a doubt. He finished with 4 touchdown passes and just seemed to get stronger and stronger as the night went on.
So for Atlanta, they improved to 11-5 now with 1 week remaining. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.